very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, welcome on board Singapore Airlines Flight 139 from Changi Airport to KLIA. My name is FARAH, your pilot. For your information, our group, Group 9 from KME2, will present a documentary entitled Inside Singapore Airlines. In the meantime, please sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight.
Going behind the scene at Singapore Airlines during one of their busiest weeks, documentary gives an inside look at the people at the heart of their operation, from engineer maintaining the fleet of 100 aircraft to the team preparing 20,000 in-flight meals a day. Changi Airport is the connecting hub and home base for Singapore Airlines flights. Reporter meets cabin crew trainees who are during a 15-week training program to become full-fledged Singapore Airlines cabin crew.
The innovative employees separate themselves by thinking about obstacles in a visionary approach and shaping their ideas in a dedicated and self-acting manner. Things Singapore Airlines do to make their employee innovative are: first, ensure that each employee in the organization has always been a quick thinker in regard to the issue at hand. We can see that the pilot claims when problems occur during the boarding, they must make a fast decision even if it is unexpected. The pilot also always be aware who's on board and will attempt to engage the passengers in a conversation before the flight departs. The Singapore Airlines captain also will routinely inspect the aircraft engine a few hours before takeoff to ensure that no problems occur while flying. For the recommendation, Singapore Airlines meanwhile cannot feel at ease because there are also a competition comes from other airline industry as well. Singapore Airlines must always enhance its quality and innovate. Also should always be on alert on the customer feedback if there are any flaws in the services. And also Singapore Airlines must boost all the services such as offering tasty meals during the flight, frequently cleansing, serving passengers at all times, and any other services with no evidence flaws to the consumer.
Next, trend in current practice. A trend is an assumed development in the future that will have a long-term and lasting effect on and change something. The current trend is diversity and flexibility in employment. The trend in current practice that can be applied based on the documentary, as we can see, is incredible cabin operation, which places great emphasis on operational management matters, from the engineers maintaining the fleet of aircraft, making sure all the flight running smoothly, make sure safety of passengers, also be sure to deliver service in terms of food, specific needs and hospitality in good condition. All workers, including managers, play their own responsibility, and it shows that this airline operate the organisation in efficient and outstanding manner, also educate their staff according to regulation provided. So, for the recommendations, Singapore Airlines should remain competitive by providing better service and convenience to customers, as in the long run, the market will grow, and maintain the airline performance by ensuring all facilities are provided as well as the environment from among employees and passengers. Also ensure that all employees get adequate training and complete skills.
For nature of employment based on documentary to the staff such as pilot, flight attendants and also airline station manager, the duty to provide excellent customer care to the passenger while ensuring their comfort safety through the flight. Pilots are expected to make decisions in a couple of seconds because they have to make sure that everything is perfect and safe before departing. Captain will also communicate with the cabin crew at takeoff to check their condition and before every takeoff. Flight attendants perform in-journey services to ensure that airline passengers enjoy a comfortable and smooth flight. They basically explain to the passenger how to utilize safety device to guarantee compliance with federal requirements through all the flight operations. Airline station manager duty is in charge of a team for dealing with many flights. When the team faces any crisis, they oversee the skill of the operation system. The problem they get, such as passenger with issue with vehicles. For recommendation, Singapore Airlines cabin crews should stay competitive by offering greater service and comfort to passengers, as the market will develop in the long run. This is due to the necessity to retain the airline's reputation for providing the highest level of services to consumers. Consumers may expect rapid and easy service in today's business marketplace. Airline must be responsive to customer requirements, often before they are even aware of them.
For the related to the documentary, I choose chapter 5, which is managing ethics and social responsibility. Integrity, openness and honesty are required in business interactions, and fraud, corruption or any other related behavior shall not be permitted. Any connection with a competitor, distributor or other entity with whom Singapore Airlines does business must not interfere with the provision of product and services to Singapore Airlines and must reflect high ethical business standards. Furthermore, the employee of Singapore Airlines, like stewards and stewardess, must have a good attitude to the passenger and must have some responsibility for their work and to all people. So it is clear from these statements that Singapore Airlines is developed and well known because of its great management, ethics and social responsibility.
The achievement of a solid and pioneering position in its specialty area of operation was one of Singapore Airlines' primary organizational goals. The airline industry also keeps track of change in customer preferences and improves its customer service accordingly. It has improved its entertainment, cuisine, and other in-flight services in order to meet the changing client preferences, which is why a large number of people have remained loyal to the company for many years. From this statement, it is clear the biggest secret of success for Singapore Airlines is good and perfect planning and goal setting.
Next is strategy formulation and execution from Chapter 8. Singapore Airlines has made the strategic decision to prioritize profitability over capacity into organizational processes like ongoing people development and rigorous service design as discussed in the documentary, and then are critical to operationalizing and sustaining this positioning and strategic choice. For example, Singapore Airlines joined the Star Alliance, which is one of the 3 major airline alliances, and then Singapore Airlines have invested in China and India through strategic collaboration with local organizations such as cargo division, airport service, engineer service and catering. And lastly, information technology is an important part of Singapore Airlines strategy, as customers may check their schedules, can purchase their ticket and even can select their food for their next journey in Singapore Airlines websites. And lastly, in terms of business level strategy, Singapore Airlines has achieved differentiation by providing premium service to very demanding clients at a cost that is comparable to that of a budget carrier.
Last but not least, Singapore Airlines appears to be the only glimmer of hope for the Asian aviation industry, which is on the point of collapse. The firm had always planned for a flexible organizational structure, modifying its management force in response to changing economic conditions. Because it is a small country, the airlines have always made the greatest possible use of globalization and hence have been able to respond to regional crises on a small scale. In conclusion, we can observe that Singapore Airlines has the best management and organizational structure. The word organizational structure refers to the arrangement of a group of individuals who work together to achieve a common goal. Because a proper and clear hierarchy not only distinguishes among the different duties that different people should perform, but also makes the best use of a person's potential.